Hi everyone, bonjour, здравствуйте, and parevzes. I'm happy today because I can finally say hello in Armenian and there's someone in the audience who will understand me. So I'm here today to talk to you about my internship experience, and I want to first thank Winnie for organizing this. I remember when I was a first-year student, it was really useful for me and it really inspired me to look at the best internship opportunities out there. And thank you for being here, and thank you, Winnie, for organizing this. So today I'm going to tell you really quickly about my internship experience, and finally I want to dedicate the majority of this presentation to giving you advice about how to find the internship and how to maximize your experience once you find it. A little bit about myself. My name is Gaya Saghatelyan. I'm a second-year TLM student, and my second language here is French. I'm graduating in May 2017, and before I came to MIS, I did a degree in business administration. So to me, what I wanted to find was a degree that would be business focused on technology and also languages. So the TLM program at MIS is the perfect opportunity to do that. My summer internship was at Autodesk, and it was a localization program management internship. Autodesk is based out of San Francisco and San Rafael, so I got to work out of both locations. And a quick word about Autodesk. So Autodesk may not be known to everyone, but it's a 3D design and engineering and entertainment software developer based in San Rafael and San Francisco, as I mentioned. And the interesting part is, even if you haven't heard about Autodesk, you've probably had something to do with the outcome of their products, the results. So the Bay Bridge, the Shanghai Tower were created using Autodesk software, and Avatar and a lot of other Oscar-winning films with really impressive special effects were created using Autodesk software. And to give you a little bit of background about the localization aspect of Autodesk's operations, there are about over 100 products actually, being localized into over 20 languages. So as you can imagine, it's a very complex model. And there are teams based out of the US, mainly in San Francisco, and Singapore and Switzerland. So to me, this was great because I got to work with people not only in the US, but also in Singapore and in Switzerland. And there were also freelancers working out of other countries as well, which was really impressive. I'd like to give you a bit of an overview of what I got to work on this summer, and I decided to highlight 3 main areas and show you that what we learn in the TLM program at MIS is really important and that it's applied in the real world. So one of the areas that I worked on was managing localization for new product releases. And although you feel like you're not 100% applying everything that you learn, it's really important that you understand that you're not going to know everything and that you work with people and ask the right questions and try to understand the overall process. And the second part that I really enjoyed was learning new project management skills and tools. And again, you may not know everything, but you can leverage what you learn at MIS, namely the CAP tools and the project management software that you learn in your TLM courses to learn new things and build on that. And finally, I was really excited because I had the opportunity to put together a lunch and learn workshop for the executive team. And from that, I learned that it's important to be proactive because you can identify areas where the company may not necessarily know that they could improve or that they need more work. But if you are proactive and identify areas of improvement and propose them, then that will definitely be appreciated by the company. So when you start looking, start early. In my case personally, when I started looking for the internship, I think it was about December. And I went through a lot of employer outreach independently and went through Zocalo and different postings that I found online. But I didn't choose my internship until about April. So starting early is important, but also don't start too early and give yourself anxiety feeling like you're not finding anything. Use your resources. I think everybody has mentioned that there are a lot of resources at MIS that need to be used. Talk to your advisor and see what previous internships were done in your program, and use Zocalo to find job postings that might be relevant to you. And also network with previous students in your program who have done internships in your area of interest. Most importantly, have a plan. Everyone who knows me pretty well knows that I love to plan things, and I always have a plan, and I cannot stress this enough. Plan in advance. Know what your preference is when it comes to location and specialization. And when you start early, like I said, find ways to manage anxiety. It might be a really long process, but as Alicia mentioned, this is your last summer before you actually go out there on the labor market and market yourself, so make sure that it's something really valuable. At the end of the day, although you have a plan, be open to new opportunities. You may not have considered some of the things that you could be doing with your degree, so make sure that this summer is a summer of exploration and you're actually looking at different roles in the ecosystem, and a little shout out to Winnie here as well. You've probably seen this graphic before. This is the ecosystem you're in, and try to explore as many roles as possible. When you get the internship, make sure that you have a plan. Again, your time is really valuable. This is your last summer. Make sure that you're actually doing something that you would want to put on your resume and that you're learning something from this. If you don't have a plan, it's really, really scary. And when you're interviewing for a position, ask the question, what am I going to be doing during my internship? And if the response is, well, I don't know, we'll think about it, I don't know, something very vague, then it's a red flag. Think about what your employer is telling you, not only what you're telling your employer. Find a mentor when you're on the job. Make sure to work with someone face-to-face, and you have someone to report to, and that you have someone to look up to and be mentored by. Make connections with everyone at the company, not only your own department. So if you're working in localization, talk to the product development team and meet people in there as well. You never know what you might be interested in. You never know where good opportunities might come out of. Be proactive, as I mentioned. And you don't have to know everything. You just have to ask the right questions and connect with people. Finally, I'm going to stress this as much as planning. Do not go unnoticed. You have a final presentation. You don't want to be just another intern that I used to know, you know? You want to be someone who has actually had an impact on the company. You have a final presentation about your work, about your suggestions to the company, and what you would have done differently. This is something that will definitely make you stand out among all the other interns that have been at the company before. And after the internship, keep in touch, remain part of the community, and share share your experience with the MIS community, because it's definitely going to benefit everyone in the future as well. And if you have any questions, you can reach me via email or connect with me on LinkedIn if you have any questions at all. You know?